Ger Canning, the commentator there. So Real taking a 2-goal advantage to Paris in a few weeks' time. And Richie, you know, all the pressure that was on both teams, both managers, but particularly Zidane, and to respond in that way in a cracking match.
I think it was a brilliant response. If you think of the atmosphere that must have been in the stadium, we know the scenes at the weekend, the crowd are on the players' case, particularly on Benzema's case. Ronaldo at one point had to kind of have a go at them for having a go at Benzema. So it's an unhappy club. They're miles off top spot. They're not where they expect to be. So the importance of this game is huge. So to respond in the way that they did, to go on a goal behind, was superb. I don't think it's a commanding enough lead for them to be sitting in the dressing room thinking the tie is done. Far from it, but very, very impressive response to going a goal down.
It was a titanic struggle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. A lot of great players on the pitch as well, and Ronaldo, you know, coming in with that second goal. Keeper parried it, but he gets it in with his knee, and people say, you know, it's not. He's there, and then Marcelo. Getting a third is huge because they've had a terrible season, Madrid. Really terrible season. Maybe he was 33 last week, Ronaldo. Maybe he can lead them to win it 3 times.
It'd be amazing.
Well, they have Ramos, Cruz, Modric, Gareth Bale, who wasn't fit enough to play tonight. They have so many outstanding players. Carvalho, the right back, who wasn't fit to play tonight. Nacho had to play against Neymar. But there's a big night to come in Paris.
Yeah.
But when you think of what we saw, what would Liverpool and Madrid be like? You know, that's where Liverpool's defence would kick in. But they've set the standard, Madrid, for the last 2 years and a lot longer back in history. And they're still setting the standard against a club that have spent a fortune, 220 million on one player, Neymar, who doesn't appear to be behaving himself off the pitch. And when you go to the Bernabeu, that's where that kicks in, if you're not doing your stuff off the pitch. And
I suppose the pressure ramped up, Richie, even more on Real and Zidane when they fell a goal behind.
Yeah, it was a well-taken goal, well-timed run from Rabiot to arrive in the box at the moment he did. It's a decent delivery in for Alves. We can see a replay. Cavani deliberately leaves it. Whether he gets a shout from Neymar or not, I don't know, but perfectly timed arrival from Rabiot. Very good finish.
And Liam, you know, we mentioned it beforehand about this time last year with the way Zidane had managed and conditioned Ronaldo. From here on in, he was at absolute the peak of his powers. And a massive moment in the game tonight, the penalty decision, and then he converts it right before half-time to make it 1-1.
Yeah, I think the lad who gave away the penalty, Lo Celso, is an Argentinian. He's 21 years of age. Very inexperienced challenge there. You just don't do that. But the pressure fell on Ronaldo and he buried it. And this is the second goal. As Eamon said, the keeper parries it. Asensio pulls it back. But he's there, isn't he? He's in that 6-yard box. This is the third goal. Marcelo, bit lucky. I think it hits Marquinhos on the way in, and keeper struggles to get it. I thought, from what we've seen there, PSG will be kicking themselves. They had so many chances, and the boy who gave the penalty away, he'll be holding his head in his hand saying, what was I doing, you know? To let them back into the game on the stroke of half-time. But I agree with Richie, 2 goals might not be enough. If you look at the amount of chances that PSG created there, they could easily turn this around.
And they have the away goal.
Yeah, absolutely. A long way from over.